Welcome to the channel. In this video, we're diving into the world of hidden treasures as we explore the top 3 most expensive and ultra-rare U.S. coins. The Susan B. Anthony dollar coins with unique color shades that collectors and investors are going crazy for. With rare P, D, and S mint marks, even those old, dirty, or discolored coins you might overlook could actually be worth thousands or even millions of dollars today. So before you spend that old coin, stick around, because you might just be holding a fortune in your hands. First up, coin number 1. The 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar coin stands as one of the most fascinating and misunderstood treasures in American numismatic history. To most people, it appears to be just another coin, small, silvery, and oddly familiar in size to a quarter. But to those who look deeper, this coin holds a spirit of transformation, rebellion, and pride. It represents a pivotal moment in U.S. history when the mint dared to break tradition and celebrate quality by placing a true American hero, a woman of strength and conviction, on the nation's dollar. Behind its modest face lies a story of courage, controversy, and enduring value that has made this coin a legend among collectors. When the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar was first introduced, the United States was stepping into a new era of modernity. The large and cumbersome Eisenhower dollars of the 1970s had failed to capture the public's favor. They were simply too big and heavy for daily use. The government wanted a more practical dollar coin, smaller, easier to carry, and more efficient to mint. But rather than just create another coin, the U.S. Mint decided to make a statement. They chose Susan B. Anthony, the fearless leader of the women's suffrage movement, as the face of the new dollar. It was the first time in American history that a real woman, not a mythical figure or allegory, was immortalized on a circulating U.S. coin. The decision was revolutionary. Susan B. Anthony's image symbolized the unyielding fight for equality, justice, and the power of one voice to change a nation. Her portrait, etched with strength and determination, replaced the traditional presidents and allegorical figures that had long dominated U.S. currency. On the obverse, she stares boldly into the future, her gaze commanding respect. Surrounding her are 13 stars representing the original colonies, a silent tribute to the roots of liberty that she helped expand through her activism. The reverse design of the coin carried another powerful message. It features an eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch in its talons, a design borrowed from the Eisenhower dollar, itself a commemoration of the Apollo 11 moon landing. This image linked 2 great moments in American history: the triumph of space exploration and the progress of social equality. It told a story of how America, a land built on ideals, could reach for the stars both literally and morally. Together, the 2 sides of the coin embody courage, progress, and vision, a perfect reflection of the era that birthed it. Yet the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar faced a peculiar challenge. Its small size and silvery color made it easily confused with the quarter. In fact, this confusion was so widespread that many Americans refused to use it at all. The coin quickly became a curiosity rather than a common currency, and the mint's hopes for a successful new dollar faded. But what began as a failure in circulation eventually turned into a golden opportunity for collectors. Because it was used so little, most examples remained in excellent condition, preserved, forgotten, and waiting to be rediscovered. The P mint mark, denoting its origin at the Philadelphia Mint, holds special importance. Philadelphia was the birthplace of American independence, the home of the Liberty Bell, and the heart of early U.S. coin production. Coins from this mint carry a heritage of freedom and innovation. The 1979 P version, especially those struck with a distinctive wide rim or near-date variation, became exceptionally rare and valuable. The rim on these coins extends closer to the date, a subtle difference, but one that transforms it from an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. What makes the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar even more captivating is its silver-like luster. Though made of copper nickel, its reflective surface gives it the brilliant glow of silver, especially in uncirculated or proof condition. Over time, some have even developed gentle toning, hints of gold, blue, or violet, that make each coin uniquely beautiful. These natural colorations, caused by age and oxidation, only enhance their desirability. Under the right light, these coins shimmer like hidden stars, their beauty revealing the artistry and craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint at its finest. Every coin carries a story, but few do so as powerfully as this one. The 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar represents not only the life of one extraordinary woman, but also the broader journey of America itself, a nation striving to honor quality, progress, and innovation. Holding this coin is like holding a chapter of history in your hand. It reminds us that every act of courage, no matter how small, leaves an impression that endures far beyond its time. In today's coin market, the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar has achieved legendary status. Collectors around the world seek pristine specimens, particularly those with a near-date rim or proof-like surfaces. Prices for such coins can soar, with high-grade examples fetching hundreds or even thousands of dollars. What was once dismissed as a failed experiment is now recognized as a milestone of American numismatic artistry, a coin whose value continues to rise as collectors rediscover its significance. Imagine the irony. A coin that people once ignored, mistaken for loose change, now capable of transforming someone's fortune. That is the power of time, rarity, and history intertwined. If you happen to own a 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar, especially in immaculate condition, you hold a symbol of resilience and a potential key to wealth. It's more than just currency. It's a story of redemption, of how something overlooked can grow into a treasure beyond imagination. So, don't let it slip through your fingers. Don't sell it for less than it's worth, because this coin has the power to change your destiny overnight. It is living proof that even the smallest objects can carry immense power, value, and legacy. The 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar coin is not just a piece of metal. It's a beacon of hope, equality, and history. It reminds us that greatness often comes wrapped in modest size, and that within every coin, there lies a potential for both beauty and fortune. If destiny hides in plain sight, then this coin is its perfect embodiment. Its silver sheen whispers stories of a nation's progress and a woman's unbreakable spirit. For those who understand its value, both historical and monetary, the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar is not just a collectible. It's a piece of American soul, waiting to reward the one who sees its true worth. Next up, the 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar coin stands as one of the most fascinating pieces of modern American coinage, a coin born from innovation, controversy, and a powerful message of equality. To the untrained eye, it might seem small, silver-toned, and ordinary, but within its metallic shine lies a tale of determination, national pride, and enduring value. The 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar is more than just currency. It's a living artifact of America's journey toward progress, symbolizing the struggle, the change, and the legacy of a woman who challenged a nation to think differently about freedom and fairness. When the Susan B. Anthony Dollar was first minted in 1979, the United States was entering an era of modernization. The government wanted a new, more practical dollar coin to replace the large Eisenhower dollar that many found cumbersome. The smaller, lighter design of the Anthony Dollar seemed ideal for daily use. But what truly set apart was the portrait it carried. For the first time in the nation's history, a real woman, Susan B. Anthony, a warrior for women's rights and social justice, was chosen to appear on a circulating U.S. coin. The 1980 P issue, minted just 1 year after the coin's debut, carried forward her legacy with a quiet yet commanding presence. The obverse of the coin, featuring Susan B. Anthony's determined profile, captures her unyielding spirit. You can almost feel her resolve through the engraving. Her eyes set forward, her jaw strong, and her expression filled with conviction. Surrounding her are 13 stars representing the original colonies, a subtle nod to America's roots in liberty and democracy. Her portrait is more than a likeness. It's a declaration that equality and progress deserve a place in the very currency that passes to the hands of millions. The reverse design of the coin adds another layer of historical richness. It depicts an eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch in his talons, an image adapted from the Apollo 11 mission insignia. This combination of strength and peace power, and purpose, mirrors the nation's journey through both struggle and triumph. It links the courage of America's explorers with the courage of its reformers, making the Susan B. Anthony Dollar a coin that bridges the earth and the stars. Now, the 1980 P Mint mark makes this particular issue distinct. Struck in Philadelphia, this coin came from the very birthplace of American freedom, where the Declaration of Independence was signed. Philadelphia's mint was the first in the country, and every coin from there carries a certain prestige. The P Mint mark, subtly stamped near the date, reminds collectors of the city's deep connection to the nation's ideals. Though minted in copper nickel, its silvery shine has long fooled casual observers into thinking it contains real silver, an illusion that only adds to its mystique and desirability. While many dismissed the Susan B. Anthony Dollar when it was first released, the 1980 P coin began to gain recognition over time. It circulated less than the government expected, meaning many of these coins remained in pristine condition. As the years passed, collectors began to rediscover its brilliance, especially those struck with exceptional sharpness or proof-like surfaces. A perfect specimen, untouched by circulation and gleaming with its original luster, became a treasure for those who understood its true worth. The coin's beauty is not only in its design, but in its message. Susan B. Anthony dedicated her life to ensuring women had the right to vote, the right to speak, and the right to be seen as equals. By honoring her on the dollar, the U.S. Mint immortalized that struggle in a form that anyone could hold in their hand. Every time this coin exchanged hands, it was a quiet reminder of the battles fought for equality and the victories won through perseverance. There is a certain poetic irony in how the 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar was undervalued for decades. Like the woman it portrays, it was initially misunderstood and overlooked. People confused it with the quarter, complained about its size, and ignored its purpose. Yet, just as history eventually recognized Susan B. Anthony's extraordinary impact, collectors have come to appreciate the coin's significance. In mint condition, these coins can command remarkable prices, especially varieties with strong strikes, beautiful toning, or die errors that make them unique. Over time, these coins have developed an almost silvery aura of legend around them. Some appear with natural toning that dances in gold, violet, or blue hues under light, giving them an ethereal quality. This transformation, caused by years of aging, makes each coin distinct, a piece of living metal that tells its own story. Such coins are cherished not just for their monetary worth, but for their connection to a pivotal era in American history. Imagine holding one of these coins in your palm, a small disc of copper and nickel, yet carrying the weight of centuries of progress and pride. The 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar doesn't just represent commerce. It represents courage, equality, and vision. It's a coin that transcends its face value, whispering stories of struggle and triumph from the past. For collectors and dreamers alike, it's a symbol that even the smallest things can hold immense power. In today's coin market, the 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar is highly sought after, especially in uncirculated or proof-like condition. Some rare examples with extraordinary mint errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, have sold for stunning sums, turning what was once a pocket change coin into a collector's prize. In the right circumstances, its value can soar beyond imagination, showing how rarity, beauty, and history intertwine to create fortune. So, if you possess one of these coins, treat it as more than money. Don't let it slip away for less than it's worth. The 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar has the power to change your fortune overnight, not only because of its potential value, but because of what it represents: resilience, equality, and timeless strength. In its metallic glow lies the story of America's past and the promise of its future, a coin that shines not just with light, but with legacy next up. The 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony Dollar coin is one of those remarkable creations of the U.S. Mint that hold a blend of historical weight, design brilliance, and hidden value. It stands as a shining reflection of America's bold attempt to modernize its currency, while also honoring one of the most courageous women in the nation's history. Minted in Denver, the 1979, the issue carries with it the spirit of the West, rugged, proud, and enduring. And for collectors today, It has become a symbol of overlooked greatness that is finally being recognized for its true worth. The late 1970s were a turning point in American coinage. Inflation was rising, commerce was changing, and the U.S. Mint sought a new, smaller dollar coin that could circulate more efficiently than the large, heavy Eisenhower dollar. But rather than choosing another president or general, the government made a groundbreaking decision to place Susan B. Anthony, a woman who spent her life fighting for justice and equality, on the dollar coin. This decision wasn't just about design. It was a statement of values. The 1979 D coin would go on to carry that legacy through the years, quietly growing in respect and recognition. The obverse of this coin features a powerful portrait of Susan B. Anthony, engraved with incredible precision by Frank Gasparo. Her face reflects determination, eyes forward, chin lifted, courage engraved into metal. 13 stars encircle her, representing the original colonies and the unity of the nation she worked so hard to improve. Each detail on this side tells a story, not of wealth or power, but of moral conviction and sacrifice. Her image on the 1979 D coin was a reminder that America's greatness comes from its dreamers, its reformers, and its believers. Turn the coin over, and you are greeted by another image of hope and pride, the eagle landing on the moon. This reverse design, adapted from the Apollo 11 mission insignia, connects the struggles of humanity on Earth with the triumphs of humankind in space. The eagle, clutching an olive branch, symbolizes peace earned through courage. It reminds collectors and patriots alike that America's spirit knows no limits. It reaches from the ground to the stars. This makes every Susan B. Anthony dollar a miniature monument to ambition and perseverance. The D mint mark on the 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar signifies that it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the most respected and productive mints in American history. Coins from Denver are often known for their crisp detail and durability, and this issue is no exception. While many of these coins were produced for circulation, only a fraction remain in pristine condition, their surfaces still gleaming, as though they were struck yesterday. Those coins, untouched by time, had become treasures worth far more than their face value. At first, the Susan B. Anthony dollar wasn't warmly received. Its size was too close to a quarters, leading to confusion among the public. Many people refused to use it, leaving millions of coins to sit in storage vaults. Yet, what the public overlooked then has become the collector's dream today. Time, as always, reveals value where others saw none. The 1979 D dollar, with its sharp D mint mark and silver-toned beauty, has emerged as one of the most desirable modern-era coins, especially in uncirculated or proof-like condition. While technically composed of copper-nickel blend, the 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar shines with a silver brilliance that often deceives the eye. The reflective surface and metallic luster give a noble, almost silvery glow. In certain rare cases, special striking variations or die errors have given birth to coins with extraordinary qualities, coins that collectors would pay small fortunes to own. In today's coin market, these rare variants can command astonishing prices, turning ordinary pocket change into an object of immense value. Beyond its physical appearance, this coin carries a legacy that transcends metal and mint marks. Susan B. Anthony's name itself is a beacon of equality and justice. By placing her image on the dollar, the United States declared that freedom and fairness are the currency of a true democracy. The 1979 D coin became more than money. It became a mirror of the nation's conscience, a daily reminder that progress comes from those who dare to challenge the impossible. Each coin from 1979 tells its own story. Some circulated to the hands of workers, students, and families. Every scratch and mark a witness to American life. Others were preserved, shining as they were on the day they were minted. For collectors, these untouched examples are priceless. They represent a frozen moment in history, a time when America was transitioning into modernity, but still honoring its past. Holding one feels like holding a piece of the American dream itself. In the world of numismatics, the 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar has become a symbol of rediscovered value. What was once dismissed as common is now revered as historic. The coin's rising popularity among collectors has driven its prices upward, especially for high-grade or error-struck examples. Some of these coins with double dies or rare planchet variations have sold for thousands, proof that fortune sometimes hides in plain sight. To own a 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony Dollar is to possess a piece of America's story, a coin that stands for courage, equality, and quiet strength. It's a tribute not just to a woman who changed history, but to every dreamer who believes that their voice matters. Its silver shine captures both the light of liberty and the gleam of destiny. So, if you ever find one of these coins in your possession, treat it with reverence. Don't rush to trade it away or underestimate its worth. The 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony Dollar carries the power to change your fortune, not just in value, but in spirit. It's a reminder that greatness often hides in the smallest, most unexpected places. Within its shining surface lies a story of transformation, from rejection to reverence, from obscurity to legend, a story that, like Susan B. Anthony herself, will never fade.